and today we are going to learn about kinds of sentences. Here are the types of sentences according to function. As you have already learned in earlier classes, that sentences can be broadly classified into 4 categories according to their function. Here is a quick revision. Which 4 categories? Assertive or declarative sentences, interrogative sentences, imperative sentences, and exclamatory sentences. So let's discuss about them one by one. The first one is assertive or declarative sentences. These are sentences which state something, a fact, opinion, or idea. That must be a statement, and it must be a fact, opinion, or idea. The vast majority of sentences are of this type. For example, I get up early, he doesn't work. Assertive or declarative sentences are of 2 types, positive and negative. Positive, as this example, I get up early, and negative, like this example, he doesn't work. And negative sentences contains no, not, never in them. Alright? And remember that assertive or declarative sentences ends with the full stop. Full stop, like a dot. As you may see, at the end of these sentences there is a full stop. Just simple sentences are called declarative sentences, like I like mango, she is swimming, etc. Alright? Now next category of sentences is the interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences are used to ask questions. These are sentences which generally ask something. For example, what is a sentence? How is it different from a clause? When are we having our next test? So these are the examples of interrogative sentences. And interrogative sentences are of 4 kinds. First one, WH question, like what, when, where, who, whose, whom. These all are WH words. And the questions that are created by using these WH words are called WH questions. Next one is yes-no questions. The questions that are created by bringing the helping verb before the subject. Before the subject. Like, is it your pen? Here is the helping verb is before the subject it. So it's a yes-no question, and answer is only yes or no. Answer of these questions. Next is tag questions. Tag questions. Tag is a little small unit that is added behind the declarative or imperative sentences. Like, you like coffee, don't you? I am going to Shimla. Am not I? He is a good boy. Isn't he? The little tag behind all these sentences are tag questions. Isn't he? Aren't you? Will he? These are tag questions. And the 4th type of interrogative sentence is choice question. Choice question. In that kinds of questions that have a choice between 2 things. Whether this or that. Like, would you like to have coffee or juice? This kind of questions contain answer in itself. Alright? Interrogative sentences occasionally are used to express a request, an offer, or a threat. For example, would you please help me? This is a request. As you may see this word, please. Next is, shall I take your luggage? So this is a offer. This sentence is an offer. And you are under arrest. Now, are you coming with me? This is a threat. Alright? Next kind of sentence is imperative sentence. Imperative sentences are used to express any request, any advice, or any command. Here we can see that these are sentences which demand something or express an order or request, and advise as well. For example, give me that book. It may be a command or request. Close the door. It's a command. And in the third sentence, please show me the way to the station. Here please word is expressing a request. Or example of advice, obey your parents. Alright? So usually imperative sentences imply the subject you, but it is not mentioned. Usually it is not mentioned. Like, you give me that book, you close the door, please you show me the way to the station. So usually the subject you is implied. Alright? As we can read here, such sentences have the second person pronoun. Second person means you. Second person, the subject you, that is used. Namely you as the unstated but implied subject. It's usually not mentioned. They are also always in the simple present tense. Clear? The next kind of sentence is exclamatory sentences. Exclamatory sentences are those sentences which exclaim or express a strong wish or a command. Through these kinds of sentences, we can express our emotions or feelings. Emotions or feelings. Feeling of happiness, anger, surprise, joy, etc. For example, what lovely roses these are, or may he live long. So these sentences are expressing a surprise or feeling of happiness or blessings. We can create these kinds of sentences by using what, a, and how. If there is plural subject, like in this example roses, then a is omitted. And if there is singular subject, then a is applied. For example, what a beautiful dress. Beautiful dress. As dress is singular, so a is applied. Alright? And if here is dresses, then a is omitted. Clear? And another thing, that is, there are some words also through which we can show our emotions or feelings, like hurrah, after this the sign of exclamation, or wow, oh, alas. So these kinds of words are called interjections. Through these words we can show our emotions also. Now let's do this C exercise to know more about kinds of sentences. What is this exercise? This is to change these sentences as instructed, and remember not to change the meaning. Here are some sentences given and we need to change them as instructed in the brackets. The first sentence, let's look at this. This is a beautiful place, and the instructions in the bracket are to change it into an exclamatory sentence. And as I already told you that an exclamatory sentence can be created by using how or what. How beautiful place is this, or what a beautiful place this is. Alright? With the help of these two kinds, we can create exclamatory sentence. How beautiful place is this. So after how, here comes the adjective and then subject and helping verb. Alright? And we can create it like, what a beautiful place this is. And in that case, is would come after this. Clear? The next sentence is, Radha failed in her attempt to convince me. And instructions here are to change it into the negative. As you may see, the verb's second form here. And if there is verb second form, the negative of it would be did not. Did not. And the second form would be changed into verb's first form. Failed would change into fail. And it would become, Radha did not fail in her attempt to convince me. Rest of the part would be same. And it would become, Radha did not fail in her attempt to convince me. Clear? The next one is, Tarun is not happy with the change in syllabus. We need to change it into affirmative. And to change it into affirmative, we can omit not also. But the instructions in the question are that its meaning should not be changed. So the sentence must be like that, its meaning mustn't be changed. So it would become, Tarun is sad, or Tarun is unhappy. Tarun is sad with the change in syllabus, or Tarun is unhappy with the change in syllabus. Clear? Not happy instead of not happy. Tarun is sad with the change in syllabus. The next one is, who doesn't know her? To change it into affirmative, and it would become, everyone knows her. Here it become affirmative and its meaning is also not changed. Everyone knows her. Clear? Next is, they will come to your party. Here we need to change it into interrogative. And it's very easy to create an interrogative sentence if we are making it yes/no question. There is a helping verb. We need to bring it before the subject. They is the subject, and will would come further, and after that subject, will they not come to your party? Answer, the meaning of the sentence mustn't be changed. That's why not is added here. Will they not come to your party? The next one is, the children in the slum are pitiful. And instructions are to change it into exclamatory sentences. Exclamatory sentence. As I already told you, we can create exclamatory sentence by using how or what a. So how pitiful the children in the slum are, or what pitiful children in the slum are, we can create in two kinds. I am going to make it in how pitiful the children, and rest of the part is same as in the slum are, and at the end there would be exclamatory sign. Clear? The next sentence is, I am sure Anna will be able to make it to practice today. And the instructions in the bracket are change to interrogative with question tag. To make a question tag, we need to make it a declarative sentence. So remove this, I am sure. Sentence would start from Anna will be able to make it to practice today. Here would come a comma and the helping verb will. As I told you that if the statement is positive and then the negative would be negative, and if the statement is negative then the tag would be positive. Here the statement is positive, so the tag would be negative, and the negative of will would become want. Will not's short form want. And the pronoun for Anna, the subject's pronoun would be she. Want she, and here comes the question mark. So here it become a question tag. Clear? The next sentence is you really must not create such ruckus. Change to imperative. Under imperative sentences there come request, advice and commands. So it would become do not create such a ruckus or ruckus. Alright, it's a command. The next one is when Ratan's mother passed away, he was inconsolable. The instructions in the brackets are change to negative. So it would become, the first part would be the same, when Ratan's mother passed away. After that, he was not consolable. Opposite of inconsolable. Clear? Remember that we mustn't change the meaning of the sentence. The 10th sentence is, can't you tell them to go away? And instructions in the bracket are changed to affirmative. It would become, please tell them to go away. Please tell them to go away. You can create just tell them to go away, or you are suggested to tell them to go away, you are advised, etc. Next one is Harish would like you to pass the salt to him. Instructions here are changed to imperative. Imperative, under imperative sentences we can create it into a request, command or advice. So the main point is to pass the salt. So it would become please pass them, please pass the salt. Please pass the salt. Clear? The next is the 12th one. I think Salim knows how to operate this machine. And the instructions in the brackets are changed to interrogative with question tag. Question tag we need to make by looking at the verb. Here is the verb. You may omit this part. Start the sentence from Salim. Salim knows how to operate this machine. This statement is positive and the tag would be negative. As the verb has verb's first form and S behind it, so the tag would become, here comes the comma, doesn't As the statement is positive, the tag would be negative. Doesn't he? Salim's pronoun would be he and question mark behind it. The 13th is, this is terribly responsible of you. Change to negative. It would become, this is not responsible of you, and full stop at the end. Here is an exclamatory sign and we need to put full stop as it become a declarative sentence. Clear? The next one is, can Yami not go in the other car? It's a question, as you may see the question mark and helping verb before the subject, and we need to make it a affirmative sentence, a declarative sentence. To make it an affirmative sentence, just bring this helping verb after the subject. If helping verb is before the subject, then it's a question, and after the subject, then it's a affirmative or negative sentence. To make it an affirmative, let's bring can after Yami. It would become Yami can go in the other car. Clear? And full stop at the end as it's a declarative sentence. The last one, the 15th one is, I request you to give me the keys. Change to imperative. As imperative sentences are request, command or advise. So it would become, please give me the keys, or give me the keys please. Right? Please give me the keys. So with this last sentence we have done our first chapter. We have known about the kinds of sentences. If you have any kind of doubt, you may ask in the comment box. Keep practicing and take care of yourself. Bye bye.